Looking to install a new ventilation fan for your home, but feeling blown away by all the options out there? Let's narrow down your search with these 5 easy steps. First, you'll want to decide whether you plan on mounting your new fan on the ceiling or wall. Most fans are built for ceiling use only, so you'll want to check before purchasing. Then, you'll want to determine the square footage of the room where the fan will go. Simply multiply the room's length by its width in feet to get the square footage. For example, if a room is 12 feet by 20 feet, it's 240 square feet. Now that you know the square footage of your room, you also know the minimum CFM, or volume of air your fan will need to move per minute. For example, a 100 square foot room will need a fan with at least 100 CFM. However, for rooms with ceilings over 8 feet high, the formula is a bit different. If your room has higher ceilings, take its square footage and multiply by the room's height in feet. Then, divide that number by 60, the minutes in an hour, and round up that result to the next whole number. Lastly, multiply the whole number by 8, the recommended number of hourly air exchanges for residential use, to get the CFM for the ventilation fan you need. For example, a 100 square foot room with a 9-foot tall ceiling has a volume of 900 cubic feet. Divide 900 by 60, which equals 15. Multiply 15 by 8, and the result is 120, which is the CFM needed for this size room. Next, with your fan's CFM calculated, you'll want to consider what sound level you prefer for your fan. The sound generated by a fan is measured in sones, which typically ranges from 0.3 sones to 5 sones. 1 sone will sound like a whisper, and 5 sones will sound like a washing machine. 2.5 sones will sound like a soft conversation. Finally, the fun part. Now that you've narrowed down the essentials of your next ventilation fan, it's time to decide which additional features you can't live without. With an integrated LED light, you can brighten up the room, or a motion sensor can turn the light on for you. You can also listen to your favorite music with a built-in Bluetooth speaker. An automatic humidity sensor can keep your bathroom fresh all day long by automatically turning itself on and off based on the humidity level. You can do all of this and more with your ventilation fan. Just remember to check the details of the product to see which features each fan includes. Now, you're ready to choose the ventilation fan that's perfect for your room. But before you install, don't forget to check the wiring in your home. If the wall switch wiring doesn't match that of the room where your ventilation fan will be used, be sure to contact a licensed electrician for further help with installation.